All right. I should be back up here. But with the donations popping up under the banner, I need to readjust a little bit so that you can see those. So let me just readjust my things here. Make a few things bigger, make a few things in a different position.
Twitch, I don't give a crap about World of Warcraft. And
Okay.
I got the Olympics.
Can you see me? Can you hear me? I believe that you can.
I can confirm we can see you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can confirm I can see you on, but I don't have my volume on.
But yeah, you're also on
I'm
the other
right
side
there,
of you're
so.
also on the other side of my couch.
But I'm also on stream, so it does help.
Yeah. Okay, that's not what I want to
Okay,
look at.
I don't need Chandy anymore. Oh, thank you for giving me the shout out.
Let me pop that guy out, and all right, we're about good to go. So I'm gonna do my best to go through this. So this is an official speed run of Breath of the Wild. We are doing bug limit all dungeons, and with all Breath of the Wild speedruns that start at the beginning of the game, we start from the title screen, choose a new game, and then we have to go through this approximate 51-second cutscene before we actually start our timer. The timer actually starts when we gain control of Link. So with with bug limit all dungeons, basically we're going through all 4 divine beasts and defeating Calamity Ganon. All while not doing cool stuff like wind bombs and bullet time bounces and things like that. Who dat?
It's me.
It's a you.
Open your eyes.
So I'm going to try to explain some things as I'm going along. I'm going to try to explain some tricks and stuff that I'm doing. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to run up here. We're going to grab our Sheikah Slate. One of the first things you're going to see me do is a whistle sprint. Whistle sprinting allows us to recharge our stamina and not use stamina while we're mostly running at about the same speed as a normal straight-out sprint. It's super easy to do. All you have to do is hold your whistle button, which by default is the down direction button, and tap B, which is the run button. With button mapping available on the Switch, you can change those buttons, but by default, those are the buttons that you would normally use. So you're going to see me do this right about here. So this is a whistle sprint. You can see that Link is doing the whistling animation, but you're not actually hearing the whistle because I keep tapping B.
That will show you the way.
But if you don't do it fast enough, if you don't tap B, it will whistle. And occasionally your horse will try to run over to you if you have our horse registered. It'll be like, oh, I hear you whistle. Please come over here. And then you're like, no, stay where you're at. You're ruining everything, silly horse. Speaking of horses, we do have a donation incentive to name my horse. If you guys want to get some donations in and suggest some names for my horse, I will be getting a horse in about 30 minutes, maybe a little bit less. So around about the time that I actually grab a horse and I start running to the towards Wetland Stable, that's going to be close to when I will be actually getting my horse. Or registering my horse.
I was about to suggest, do we need a horse death counter?
No, we don't need a horse death counter. I'm going to do my absolute best to not kill my horse in this run. Not on accident, at least.
Yeah. We don't need a sudden stop to the horse god. So I think the horse god that's just one of the best characters added to this game.
I love that. I love its dialogue. It's like, this horse said that you killed it. It's like, well, it got in the way of my master sword. What do you want me to say? It got in the way of my shock arrows while it was raining. So we're going to see a lot more whistle sprinting right now, so you can get a good view of that. You can see how it works well. We're going to run down here. We're going to run past the old man because we don't actually need to talk to him, but we're going to grab his woodcutter's axe right here because we're gonna be chopping some stuff. I'm gonna run over to these two rocks that are laying on the ground. I'm gonna pick up this one on the right, and it's always got a hightail lizard sitting under it for the first time that you pick it up. So we're gonna grab that. We're gonna use that to make a hasty potion later. We're gonna run over here. We're gonna take out this choo-choo, and what you also saw me just do is an attack animation cancel. Link's attack animations are long and drawn out and completely unnecessary. So all you have to do is just do a jump while you're in the middle of that animation, and it cancels it out. So I'm going to do that a couple more times coming up on these bokoblins here. I'm going to get one. As soon as I knock the bow out of one of them's hand, I'm going to jump up and grab the bow out of midair. And I'm going to do the same thing with the shield from another one. All the while, I am trotting right along, whistle sprinting across the Great Plateau. We're going to come up on some arrows that are sitting in the ground. These bokoblins are doing some target practice. They're just waiting for Link to show up. And when Link finally shows up, they totally miss him. That one might actually shoot me. Yeah, he hit me right in the ear. That's okay, though. So we're going to come over to his buddy here that's got a shield for us. We're going to apparently not get it. There we go. That's how that works. So we're going to run over to our tower, a little pedestal here. We're going to activate our Great Plateau Tower. We're going to go through some cutscenes, and then we're going to fall off of it. How do you like that? What's up, Ashton? How are you doing? Hi, Nutcase. Good to see you.
I was about to. I went to go way my star from thing, and I come back to see you getting beat up by a bokoblin.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to do that. The way that you get that bokoblin to knock his shield out of his hands is you have to be running towards him when you do the attack. I apparently had stopped running, but that's okay. We got it worked out. Now that I have 3/4 of a heart left, I'm going to fall off this tower and attempt to not die while I do it. That's called a fall damage cancel. Basically, you want to, as you're falling, you want to hold your throw weapon button so that you're getting ready to throw it, and then you release it, and a split second later, you want to either remove that weapon or remove your shield, and hopefully it will cancel out the fall damage as long as you're close enough to the ground. So we'll see how this works. I like to fail it, not on purpose. That actually worked out great. So the old man that we passed up earlier saw us completely fall off that tower and not take any damage. So naturally, he came to check it out. He's like, "What's going on here, man?" It's like, "You're no ordinary human. You're no ordinary Hylian, are you?" And he's like, "You're not wearing any clothes." "No, I don't need clothes. But I will be gathering clothes throughout this run because it's all dungeons and we like to get some clothes. One piece of clothing in particular is extremely very important. We'll get that before we get off the Great Plateau. Oh. So, old man's talking about his paraglider and how he wants to give it to us, but he's like, "No, I'm going to make you do something first." He's like, I can't just give it to you. You have to do something extraordinary first. I'm like, dude, I just jumped off this tower and didn't die. Isn't that extraordinary enough? No, apparently not. He's going to make us go do a shrine over here. So we're going to come over here. We're going to do this shrine. He points out this one specifically because it's the closest one. But, you know, if you really want to, you could go to, you know, any of the other ones that are on the Great Plateau. But we'll go ahead and we'll take its advice. We'll go over to this one and we'll do this one first. While we're over here, we're going to open this pretty purple chest with an EX on top of it. We're going to get a ruby out of it. So that was well worth the $20 that I paid for it. Yay for pay to win. We're going to activate our shrine. We're going to come down. And we're going to come over to this pedestal. Interesting note, if you didn't know, the Sheikah text that is scrolling above the pedestal in these 4 shrines on the Great Plateau translate to master using it and you can have this. Also, if you use the Sheikah scope and place a pin on something, there is Sheikah text that scrolls on that pin that says, it's dangerous to go alone. You saw me do a shield jump over that little pit there. That's basically just jumping into the air and doing your shield surfing animation. So as Link jumps on his shield, he gets a little bit of extra distance, a little bit of extra height and distance that way. That is allowed in Bug Limit because it is an in-game mechanic, just used to our advantage. It is an intended mechanic. So we talked to our monk. He gives us a... what's that called? A spirit orb or something? I don't know. I can't remember the name of these things. But we don't skip the cutscene right away. We actually wait until the monk dissolves a little bit because the game is actually kind of loading the next area in the background. If you skip the cutscene right away, it basically resets that loading. But if you wait a few seconds and then skip it, then the game just continues loading it as it already has. So it's actually faster to wait just a couple of seconds. So the old man comes out and he congratulates us on completing a shrine. And you're all like, give me that paraglider. And he's like, nah, you know what? I don't think I'm going to. So he changes the terms of our agreement. And he's like, you know what? Do 3 more. You did that one so easily. I dare you to do 3 more. So I'm like, well, fine. All right, I'll do 3 more. I'm going to run around here, grab some extra Hyrule herbs. They're going to keep us alive in the cold because eating grass apparently helps keep you warm. I don't know. Whatever. Apparently that's how that works. We're going to come over here. We're going to shield jump over to here. We're going to open these 2 chests. One's got some fire arrows. The other's got some ice arrows. We're going to use those a little bit later. This is all dungeons. Yes. So now that we have our arrows, we're going to actually open our Sheikah Slate like Bro told us to, and we're going to warp back over to the Shrine of Resurrection. We're going to head ourselves over to the Cryonis Shrine in the cold area. That's why we got all these Hyrule herbs. Good luck on the run. Thank you very much. You're playing Majora's Mask after me, right? Am I correct? Yeah, fun times. So we're going to come out of the Shrine of Resurrection. We're going to take a left, and we're going to whistle sprint ourselves up this cliff. That's one of the advantages of whistle sprinting. If you're on kind of an incline on a cliff, you can actually kind of whistle sprint up it, so you can you can conserve and regain your stamina while you're on these cliffs, and you can actually like climb all of Dueling Peaks by whistle sprinting, by doing a combination of whistle sprinting and climbing, because it's slanted enough that you can do that.
If you're not too confident into its whistle sprinting on any like climbable wall that's sloped, you can let go of the wall and just hold forward, and Link will run very briefly before grabbing it. It's again, it's easier if you do it that way, but it's not as efficient as whistle sprinting up it.
Yeah, so it takes a little bit of practice, but ultimately it's very useful.
However,
I
it's also easier if you're using a pro controller.
yeah,
As opposed to like well, I have the Wii U version, so I can't attest to that.
yeah, the Wii U gamepad is a lot wider, so it might be a little more difficult to do whistle sprinting on that, but and definitely a lot easier using the Joy-Cons with a grip as opposed to without the grip. When I shield jumped over to that bridge, my angle was a little bit off, and I was like, I think I'm going to end up going swimming, and luckily I didn't, but then I almost fell off. I almost ran off the other side of it. But yeah, with a little bit more whistle sprinting and climbing combinations, we made it up here to our Cryonis Shrine. Grab our Cryonos rune, and we're going to do a few nifty little things in here. There is a trick that you can learn how to do called a shield, or called a Cryonis jump. Basically, you create a Cryonis block, and as that block is rising, you do a shield jump onto it. And if you do it correctly, it'll propel Link pretty high up into the air, so you can get a good good jump boost with it. I'm not very good at it. I don't really practice it, so I'm not going to do it. But optimally, you would want to do it right there to be able to jump yourself straight up to that little bridge that takes you over to the monk. Instead, I'm going to do this, which failed. I'm going to try to do it again. Get shot in the back. So I'm going to create this block. Okay, you know what? Get out of the way, Guardian Scout. I wanted to create that block so that part of it stuck out from aside that platform so that I could climb the block and then just climb on top of the platform, but it wasn't working out very well. That's okay. We'll just keep going. Not the run. Reset.
Not yet. You need to die first.
Oh, well, don't worry. I'll do that too. So, as I said, with waiting a few seconds before we actually skip this cutscene while the monk is dissolving, I usually wait until about half of his face is dissolved. By then, enough time has passed that you can pass by, or that you can skip the cutscene and you won't lose any time out of it. As I ran past all of those bokoblins in their little camp, I ran past their campfire to reset. It warms Link up very briefly and resets the cold timer, so you can save yourself just a little bit of health and frostbite on your toes as you're running through all of this snow.
Meat not included.
Meat not included. You could grab it if you want; it'll help. But I've done this plenty of times that I'm pretty good at getting through it with just like the herbs that I've collected, so I don't need the extra meat for the food. If you want to get the warm doublet, the old man sitting up there on top of Mount Hylia over there, he'll give it to you if you just run up and talk to him. You don't even have to like really say a whole lot to him. You can just run up and you can just immediately hit B to skip the rest of the conversation. Yeah, that one. And he'll be like, "Oh, well, you look cold. Before you go, take this sweater." Here's a good spot that you can do another fall damage cancel. It's a really short drop, but it's enough to do damage and maybe kill you. But I run over to the left side over here and just fall straight off of here because you don't take any damage by doing that. And here
There's
we've
also
made it over to our
another
stasis
way
shrine.
to get your warm doublet, but it requires a more convoluted way to get it.
Yeah, the game kind of wants you to. It it teaches you the cooking mechanic, so you get some clues over what the old man's favorite food is, and has you try to figure it out and then cook it and then find him and give it to him. And he's like, "Ah, this is my favorite food." It's funny because you read his diary and he was like, It's like I can't even remember what the food is. It's like some kind of a seafood stir fry or something." Spicy, you use like a spicy pepper and maybe an herb or something, and he can't remember the last ingredient. It's called seafood. It's a damn fish. Like, how do you forget that? Also, if you don't get the warm doublet in any way before completing the Great Plateau, once you collect the paraglider, a treasure chest will appear inside the old man's hut that will have the warm doublet in it. So you can just simply collect it that way as well. So going through here, there's a couple things you can do. One, you can just whack this ball once and unstasis it and get it out of the way. You can also do a shield jump around the right side of that big old stone ball and land on the platform on the other side. Takes a little bit of accuracy. I haven't practiced it, so I don't do it. And again, we're going to wait a few seconds before we actually skip this cutscene. Right about there. And we're going to attempt to do a rocket launch. A rocket launch is a type of stasis launch where we whack something enough times to build up all the kinetic energy, and then we grab onto it and wait for the stasis to wear off, and then we basically ride said item wherever we end up sending it. So I'm going to stasis this, whack it a few times, hit it with my bow to kind of angle it where I want it to go, and that didn't work. I tried to grab the back of it, and I didn't grab it. I usually grab the side because it works better, but whatever. All right, we're going to try this again. That's why I saved my game ahead of time. So we're going to do this again. We'll grab right about here, see if it actually launches us. So it did launch us. That's great. So we launched this into the middle of this open plain. Take a bit of damage from it. I have no idea where my rock went. I think it went all the way down there. Yeah, it's way down there. Okay. Another optimal thing to do is to try to grab one of those trees. We want to cut down the tree and stasis it as it's falling. And then do the same thing, perform a rocket launch on it. But those trees in particular, I have a really hard time grabbing a hold of it to try to ride it wherever we need to go. So I usually just run. If the boulder, I would use the boulder a second time and launch it this way. But since the boulder flew way out of the way, I'm just making a run for it. We're going to run over here and we're going to grab this completely optional chest that I paid $20 for. And we're going to get the best clothing in the game. I'm going to go ahead and throw that on. I was doing a run of this one day. And Vappy was like, "Get the sweatshirt." And I was like, "Vappy, give me $10 and I'll get the sweatshirt." I was totally joking, and then Vappy gave me $10 and I was like, "Okay, I'll go get the sweatshirt." And then to make it worth it, I'm like, "Okay, every run that I do from now on, I will get the sweatshirt."
I told him to put some. I don't think anyone actually collected that moment either.
Link's nips are cold. Cover him up. He's still in his undies, though. He'll be in his undies for a little bit. I can't remember what. Can't remember
I'm
what
actually
pants we end up
surprised
with.
I haven't gone onto like Game Banana and actually see a Link Goes Commando mod. And I'm just like, yep. I'm glad no one has done it because I don't want to see what someone would do.
Okay, my buttons are getting messy. Okay, that was a little bit sloppy, but in theory, we should have gotten up here when this platform was over here the first time. But I hit a few wrong buttons. Took a couple extra seconds to do some things that I normally don't take that long to do. But we're gonna do some well-placed bomb throws. And run over to our monk. And our 4th shrine is completed. What's up? Okay. Okay. You're looking at me like you wanted to say something. All right, now that we've completed our 4 shrines, the old man's going to come by us and be like, hey, you did the second thing that I told you to get. But guess what? I'm still not going to give you my paraglider. I'm going to make you meet me over here. I'm going to make you do some geometry. I'm going to make you draw an X between all of these. And then I'm going to make you meet me in the middle of the X. You know, kind of like an old pirate treasure map. It's like, that's where you will get your treasure. I'm just like, man, okay. So when we were on our way over to this shrine, we climbed over the walls and stuff to avoid activating a cutscene by one of those guardians activating if we got too close to it. If we would have walked straight forward, it would have activated that cutscene again. That's why I shot it with an arrow, so that we avoided that cutscene. Yay for saving time, keeping the excitement going, you know? That's how we roll. So, again, the quickest way to get up here is to go over to one of them trees, use one of them trees as a rocket launch, but because I'm so bad at grabbing those trees, I just make a run for it. It's an easy way for beginners to get into doing some speedy Breath of the Wild. The game kind of wants you to go to that goddess statue first and turn in all of your spirit stones or something, spirit orbs, whatever they are. But we're gonna go talk to the old man up here and get our paraglider first, because if we turned in our stuff early, we would have gotten another cutscene of the old man being up on the roof, being like, "Hey, come up here!" Be like, no, bro. So we're going to do this first. Then we're going to float back down and turn in our stuff. We're right about the 25-minute mark right now, which is really good for me. I'm usually pretty happy if I get the paraglider around 25 minutes or a little bit earlier. So we're on a pretty good pace.
I got so much stuff in my Google Drive. That's what I'm doing. I'm just now deleting a bunch of everything. Pictures.
So we drop down. We're going to float down to our goddess statue, and we're going to listen to it talk for a little bit, and then tell it that we want to get a stamina vessel instead of a heart container, because stamina helps us climb further. We don't need to live longer. Makes total sense, right? Yeah.
I'm very curious if the if the evil statue can actually make you go down to 1 heart. That would be funny.
No, because it'll only take 1 away from you at a time. I think there's a glitch that you can get more. I don't know if it'll take you down to 1.
No, I'm saying for it to take one heart, since you have 3 right now, to give you another stamina wheel, and then you take another one, and you have 1 heart.
Oh, that, yeah. You know what? That's a good point. I don't know if it does that.
We'll find out when you do another 1,000%, right?
Let's get this one. This looks like a really good horse. We'll get this horse. This horse is a 3x3, which is good. 3x3 means that it has 3 stamina and 3 speed. That's pretty much the best that you can hope for with a horse from that herd. Different herds spawn different different stats of horses. So we grab this one because it's right there. But we're gonna go over to this other herd over here because they spawn slightly better horses. Specifically, we're looking for a 4-speed horse. This is a no amiibo category, but by bug limit rules, we can actually use an amiibo to spawn Epona, and still consider that to be a. I want that black one. And still consider that to be a no amiibo run. But you can only do it one time in your run. But you also have to tame any horse within a herd that could potentially spawn a 4-speed horse. So since I did tame this horse, I would be able to spawn Epona with an amiibo and still consider it a no amiibo run. We ended up getting a 3-speed horse. I kind of want to go back and try to get another one because I'd really like to have a 4-speed horse instead. I don't know where any of those horses ran off to. Typically, the solid colored horses tend to have better stats than the spotted ones. Okay, apparently all of those horses just disappeared. That's fine.
They all died, but they didn't die by running off the cliff. That's nothing.
Okay. So, I don't know if anybody actually donated for some file names. Donated for some horse names.
I haven't seen anything. I didn't hear. Well, I can't hear it because I don't see it. But I'm actually gonna test to see it.
Yeah, throw in a horse name. So another little trick that you're seeing me do is called infinite horse stamina. It kind of glitches out the stamina gauge for the horse a little bit. So you can see that I still have spurs available. It's just not lit up. So the way that we do that is we're holding ZLZR A and then using our jump button. And that basically dismounts and remounts the horse right away. And because you're remounting the horse right away, it resets the stamina for the horse. And because you're doing it quickly like that, it kind of bugs it out a little bit. It bugs out the visual.
Yes, so I'm trying to use my Google. Do you mind?
That guardian needs to leave me alone. All right, we're going to hop off. We're going to grab this hardy truffle that's right behind this tree. And we are about to our wetland stable. So we need a name for our horse.
I'm on it.
I think there's another hardy truffle over there, but I'm not going to go get it. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get a couple of hardy radishes that are over here. They're not absolutely necessary, but they are very helpful. Hop back on our horse and head over to our stable. Since it's nighttime, Beetle should be inside the stable, which is really convenient. We're going to drop off our horse right here. We're going to go talk to Beetle. We're going to sell our ruby that we paid $20 for. And then we're going to buy all of his arrows and all of his hot-footed frogs. Yeah, that's what they are.
We purchase. See if that goes through.
All right, so that is going to leave us with 30 rupees. And it's going to cost us 20 to register our horse. Tell the stable man that we know all about how horses are registered. And yeah, he looks like a good horse. I need a name for him.
I sent one. I didn't see anything pop up.
Can you just tell me what the name is?
I named it Charcoal.
Charcoal. I like that.
Okay, so I can see at the top of the top left that I see my $4, but the actual alert did not show up. Like the link, getting hitting a bunch of pots.
All right, let me see if my alert box is. It should be correct and it should work.
Is there a way to actually run it through again?
I don't know. I don't know, but it should be correct on that. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll come through in a minute. We'll see.
I'll keep an eye.
All right, I need to bring up my list. I need to bring up my route list and maybe. That didn't help at all. I may not actually have a list of the things to do for an all dungeons route, but that's okay. So we're going to come over here to the Kayawan Shrine. We're going to activate it so we can use it as a warp point. And we're going to come through this amazing forest, and we're going to pick up a handful of hardy radishes as soon as I can find them all. There it is. We're gonna grab some hardy radishes and some endura shrooms.
Using safe can help you find them because they always glow yellow.
Yes, that's what I did. Okay, so big hardy radish, another hardy radish, another big hardy radish. Okay, I think I've got plenty of radishes. We're going to come over here and we're going to grab a few more endura shrooms. All right, horse, come with me. So now we're going to get a couple more things out of the way so that we don't have to do it later. We're going to go across the Lanayru wetlands here. As we're nearing the other side, we're going to pick up a few fleet low seeds. We're going to use those to make some hasty food later. There's two. I believe there's one over by this tree. And there should be one more right there. All right. So we're going to make our horse follow us as we run over here. There's going to be a cave over here that's going to have a couple of black bokoblins, maybe at least one, maybe a couple of blue ones. But more importantly, there's a chest that has 300 rupees in it. And we're going to steal their money. And because they were nice enough to give me their money, we're going to let them live. Assuming that they let me live. Alright, so we're going to come over here by all these Lizalfos. We're going to hope that our horse shows up sometime soon. Hop on our horse and go across these platforms. Look at that.
Ow.
I went and hurt myself. There's a Zora off to the left here, swimming in the water, but if we get close to it, it's going to talk to us. But we don't want to talk to it, so we're going to create a couple of Krynos blocks over here and jump across this way. Do a quick whistle so that our horse starts coming towards us. Come on, horsey. Could run faster than that. Hop back on our horse, and we're going to head up towards... Well, kind of towards Death Mountain and Akala. The path splits off a little bit up here a ways. But we're going to head towards Death Mountain. We're going to activate a shrine that's over there so that we can use it as a warp point later. And then we will warp back to the wetland stable and then go the other direction.
The nice thing about, or not nice, the funny thing about skipping that Zora down there by the river is that the game expects you to actually come from the bridge, and if you fly over that like he did, when you go and meet King Zora and Sidon's just like, and who might you be?
Who are you?
But if you follow the where the Zora is, you will eventually meet Sidon, and Sidon will introduce you to his father. He's like, ah, there you are.
Yeah, so the developers took into account, whether or not you actually complete some of the tasks beforehand or not.
It's also, though, is possible, because people have done it, to go up to, because the game literally says at the start, you are much too weak to go and defeat Gan now, but you can if you really want to.
You can. All right, so I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna get this double axe over here just to have it for insurance, really, just in case my normal axe breaks. So we warp back over to Wetland Stable. We're going to have the stable master magically transport our horse from way over by Death Mountain over to this stable.
Yeah. Could you mind
This
getting
is-
it? It's way over there.
Sitting by the campfire over there is Amy. Amy has one of the best dialogues that I think in this game. Amy has absolutely had it up to here with his siblings. His siblings just run off and play all day, and according to the rules, somebody has to always be available at the stable to give directions, and Amy possesses the burden of actually having a decent sense of direction. So Amy gets stuck doing the dirty work, the very boring dirty work. But if you ever get a chance, go talk to Amy at Wetland Stable sometime and just ask for directions and go through all of their dialogue, because it's just absolutely wonderful. I love it. So we're gonna trot charcoal across Hyrule Field here. We're gonna ride straight past some guardians and hopefully not get shot. Oh, my horse is on fire. Now I'm dead. Awesome. My horse decided that it did not want to get kicked one more time, and so it just instantly stopped.
Wait. Wing looks like he's just sitting on the ground. Oh.
Oh, this is fun. Hey, we're gonna go across Hyrule Field again. So occasionally the infinite horse stamina trick likes to fail. One of the main reasons that happens is because it really only likes to work when you're on like either flat ground or an upward incline. If you're going on like a downslope incline, it tends to kind of want to make you jump off of the horse instead of doing the trick.
And for those of you who want to know, you could do this in Tears of the Kingdom, but only on version 1.0, and then it immediately got patched.
Yeah, a lot of things got immediately patched in Tears of the Kingdom as soon as the glitch hunters found all the cool stuff.
I still have not updated it past the one where you just use the paraglider and drop a bunch of diamonds. I have not. My other Switch I have updated it because that happened. However, Tears of the Kingdom still has its moments of glitches even when it's been updated.
I'm having a really fun time avoiding all of these guardians. It's great.
I can see. Wait, do you have 3 of them on you, or is it just 2?
I don't know. At one point, I might have had 3 on me. All right,
one-
so we got past all of them. So we're gonna come up to this shrine that's coming up here. I think it's called like the Katachuki Shrine or something. I call it the Chattahoochee Shrine because because that sounds more fun. It's easy to remember.
I sometimes like. Oh wait, this is no. I'm thinking of a different shrine where it looks like it's in a hole of little shit.
Yeah, there's the one up around where is it?
It's north.
I'm trying to it's around like the Tailbap grasslands and kind of in the Gerudo area.
Yeah.
Like on the edge of the Gerudo area.
Yeah. But so one neat thing about the Guardians is, well, at least the ones that walk around on the map, there'll actually be a little red dot, and that shows just a Guardian. It only shows for a Guardian. It's more easy to see when you don't have any of the towers activated.
Yeah, it displays it when the Guardian's been aggroed and it's actually trying to target you. It'll show you on the map where it's at.
So yeah, and one thing you gotta watch out when you're going through this area is watch out for being shot. So basically sprint as much as you can. There have definitely been times when Link fails to do a infinite horse stamina, and he has gotten shot in the head. So, but we're past that. And one other thing, if your horse has been taking too many hits, just feed it an apple or something, and it will gain some health back. Horses do not gain health by just standing there.
I don't know for sure whether or not a horse actually regains health by feeding it.
I would think it does.
I don't think that it does. I think people have tested that and they say that it doesn't actually work, but I do not know for absolute certainty one way or the other. So we're making a very, 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 very long trip to get all the way to Rito Village, because that is the first area we're going to go to for the first Divine Beast, because Revali's Gale is wonderful to have to more easily complete the rest of the Divine Beasts.
The game, it kind of nudges you back towards Zora's domain. And it's like the game does have a set path. If you want to take it, it goes towards Zora's domain, then Rito, and I think north. Is that how it is? Towards Death Mountain. I think that's how it works.
All I know for sure is that the game kind of gives you suggestions to kind of guide you on your path to go towards Zora's domain first. After that, I think it just kind of like, hey, go do whatever. Because the game it gives you suggestions to, go talk to Impa. Impa's sort of kind of close to Zora's domain. The people that you meet along the way kind of nudge you towards Zora's domain.
Once we get there, we'll be talking about grumpy old Zora, but not yet.
Do you know what a Hylian horse's favorite region in Hyrule is? Definitely not a desert. Definitely not Zora's domain.
Favor.
I don't
That would
know.
have been my
What is a
that was my
Hylian horse's favorite region in Hyrule?
Apparently, I cannot do horse sounds.
Laneru.
I cannot do horse sounds. Okay.
My horse is on fire, and I'm getting targeted by guardians.
As long as you're not on fire.
All right, we're getting closer to Rito Village. We are coming across we're going across the Giza crater right now. There's a talus in here that I believe is a rare talus. It drops a lot of really good gems, but he does take a little bit to take down. But if you want some extra money, that's a good talus to hit up.
Also, one of our favorite girls, Allison's favorite talus.
It's one of her favorite taluses.
I never really asked why it's her favorite talus.
Because she usually takes that one out to get extra money for. I just kind of said that myself, that it's her favorite one because she usually stops and takes it down. I made that comment near her a couple of years ago, and she's like, why is it my favorite talus? She's like, I like all the taluses. And I'm like, yeah, but you especially like that one because you like beating that one up and getting a bunch of gems from it. She's like, well, yeah, that's true. Okay, so we are close to Rito Village. We're going to chop down this tree, and we're going to stasis it, and we're going to ride this one up to the top. Kind of like so. Or not like so.
Now, let's say, why'd you cut it down first and then...
Yeah, because I forgot to save. So hopefully the tree is there. Which the tree is there. That's good. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Whee! All right, so we have landed within the threshold of the Divine Beast screaming at us. Since we have not talked to Impa yet and found out anything about the Divine Beast, we get this short little cutscene about Zelda explaining that to us.
Link, that divine beast was taken over by Ganon 100 years ago. We must find a way inside in order to free it from Ganon's malice. I believe in you, Link.
She believes in us. Link. Okay. We do not need to activate this shrine because we don't need to come back to it after we're completed with everything in here. So we're going to run over to Kennelly. We're going to talk to Kennelly and start our Va Meadow quest.
I literally just noticed, and I've watched you play this so much, that Nelly looks like Kabora from the older games. I don't know why it took me this long to notice.
So we run over to Saki. Saki's gonna tell us that Taba's off at the flight range, and she's gonna show us this landing, and it's gonna trigger a memory. We're gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember way back in the day when I met this bird. But we're gonna skip it, because cutscenes take time. We like to save time. I've only got 3 hours to work with here, and there's not much room for error with that. We're gonna hop down here and find the shop. That can't possibly be the shop I'm looking for. It's not. Those are beds. I'm a little rusty on this, so bear with me here. But we're gonna grab all of these sunshrooms, and we're gonna grab some more arrows because we really like arrows. And that's probably plenty of arrows. Oh. No, I actually don't need clothes. So we're going to run up to this cooking pot, and it's nighttime, so Jinli's not here, so I don't get to cook with Jinli, but it's okay.
So one neat little thing you can do about any NPCs that have schedules. Like generally, we'll be at that cooking pot, and then you literally move the camera around, and she'll be gone.
Okay, so I'm not actually gonna do any cooking with Jinli. We're gonna jump out the window of the shop, and we're gonna come over to this tree. We're gonna save our game first this time because I failed it last time. We're gonna do a nice little rocket launch.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Jump ourselves over to this nice, slightly brisk area.
That has standards, yo.
So we made it over to the flight range. We flew over to the flight range. But before we go find Teba, we're going to come over here, come around this pillar here, and we're going to get a treasure chest out of the water here. This treasure chest is going to have another 300 rupees in it for us. Float ourselves all the way up to Teba. Make sure that we don't die in the process. Make sure we don't freeze to death. That'd be bad.
I was gonna comment about the cutscene scene. I'm like about the bird. I'm just like, yeah. We don't have time for you asshole.
All right, we're gonna skip talking to Teba. Grab some extra arrows. Grab this swallow bow.
Well,
We're
I was
need
gonna
that in a minute.
chime in and say he was having some PTSD.
I mean, not that bird. The other bird.
Oh, the other bird.
The dead one.
Oh.
All right, so we shot a fire arrow next to that chew jelly to make it a red chew jelly. Because that's going to give us a little bit more of a duration on the hasty food that we're going to make with it. So we're going to hang out by this campfire. We're going to cook all of our hardy and endura stuff. Which takes a few minutes.
If you're wondering why he cooks it one at a time, it's because more food.
So we get a the cool thing about the hardy foods and the endura foods is that we can cook a single one of them and it will give us a full recovery no matter how many hearts we have, and it will also give us a little bit of extra. Same with the stamina; it will fully recharge all of our stamina and give us a little bit of extra on top of it. All right, so our hightail lizard, 3 hot-footed frogs, and our chew jelly is going to give us. It's going to give us a hasty potion, and then our 4 fleet lotus seeds are going to give us another hasty food, and then our 4 sun shrooms are going to give us a cold-resistant food. We're not going to eat it right away. But we're going to go talk to Teba. Teba's going to be like, I need to see you do some target practice. I need to see how good you are with a bow. So we're going to run off of here, and we're going to show him just exactly how good we are with a bow.
There is an option right there for him to say, can I use your bow? And he's like, no, go get your own.
Which was convenient that we picked up this swallow bow that was right here, because the swallow bow shoots pretty straight and far.
Especially
now that
when
we've
you need to hit 5 of these and you're on 1 heart.
So now that we're done with that, we can grab the falcon bow too. Falcon bow does the same thing, but it's a little bit stronger. We're going to go ahead and eat a hardy food, and we're going to eat our cold-resistant food. Taba's going to give us a bunch of bomb arrows, which is great. And then we're going to tell him we're ready to go, and we're going to go.
It's on you. That's it. Watch out.
All right, so our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to destroy the cannons.
That's the way.
And then we will be able to venture inside Divine Burb. That worked.
Hi, Locke.
Hello, Locke. All right,
We did it.
we did it. Taba says so.
I always like how he says, "Oh, I clipped my wing." Clipped your wing with on what?
Yeah, what did you do? Like, you didn't even do anything.
Well done,
It's
lady.
like, oh, I broke a nail. Oh no.
I just like how the only one that actually he contribute well I
Oh,
can't
we
say
can skip that.
I can't say Raiju who doesn't do anything, but like everybody else but Teba does something. I was just thinking, what does Raiju do? Oh yeah, she protects you from getting zapped.
Yeah, I guess she does that. Rides around on Patricia.
Although sometimes she likes to be a
I had a
completely
feeling
ass and not follow you and lag behind.
If so,
Sorry if I seem a bit tired.
that guidance.
All right, so cool thing about Va Meadow is it's the only divine beast that you actually don't need to activate the guidance stone. That didn't work the way I wanted it to. So we can actually complete this entire divine beast without actually needing to move it. So to do that, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna come over here. Hit that. Hit that. Float over here and activate a terminal.
There are 4.
Hop down here, shoot this so that we get a nice little whirlwind to bring us up here. And we're going to float over to this one and get... apparently not get inside this window. Now that we're up high enough, we can actually get down into here. I watched a speedrun of doing just Va Meadow. And they were like fully armored. They had like the ancient armor and all kinds of like super strong weapons and stuff. But they completed this entire divine beast in like 3 minutes. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. It's like all of the things that they did. I'm just like, man, I need to learn these strats. So we're gonna hop out of this window and we're gonna float down to here to, oh my gosh, I keep missing this. We're gonna float down to here to this terminal. Like that. There we go.
There are 2?
Now we're going to intentionally fall off of here so that we respawn back at the top. And make our way back over to this one. Make our way up and over. Come down over here.
just
I'm gonna try something that I learned in said speedrun. Let's see if this works. I think it'll work if I'm right up next to it. Almost. Wonder if it'll work with my sledgehammer. Nope, it's not really working that well. Well, I tried. Maybe I need a heavier weapon or something. Anyway. So we'll pull this over here to open that gate, and then we're going to stasis that. Whack it a couple times. Make it go that way. I hear money. Did we get another donation? Is that what I'm hearing? But I didn't see the...
that was the I
Oh,
want you to take that toy.
it's underneath the piece of heart thing. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at my phone, at my Switch.
Yeah, we need to adjust those. All right. So we'll come up here, we'll activate this pedestal, and we'll make a run over to this fan blowing air up, and we'll see where this guy's going. He's going there. That's good. So we'll just shoot him a few times in the eye with some bomb arrows. Humanity verified. Love it.
Watch your blind spot.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's over there.
Oh, rat missed it, maybe.
Now's your chance.
I took a few more arrows than I would have preferred, but hey, it worked. All right, we have completed our first of 4 total dungeons. Yay, 4 dungeons. We have gotten our Rivali's Gale, which is going to help us tremendously throughout the rest of this run.
I can definitely. Let's see what we have.
We're gonna run up and talk to Kennelly. He's actually the only. He's the only elder that we talk to after completing a divine beast, because we actually use this weapon. We're gonna grab the great eagle bow because again, Rivali's kind of a jerk, but his stuff is really good.
I clicked on that link and I didn't. I can't read. I can see the donations, but I can't read them. Me. I can see them, but I
can
can't.
read it now.
Yeah, like I don't know where to go and read it.
Rasmus
Oh.
said, "Thanks for the banana bread."
Heck yeah, you're welcome for the banana bread. Let me know when you want more. I'll sell you all the banana bread you want. All right, we are going to float ourselves over toward the Gerudo area because as much as people like to put off Thunderblight Ganon, it's actually really, really convenient to take him out a little bit earlier than normal. Urbosa's Fury is very useful as well, especially when going through the Death Mountain area. Alright, so I'm going to eat one of my hasty foods. Probably this one. Doggy can't catch me. Haha.
Yeah, Luna. When I click on that link you gave us, that second link for the Telfi, it brings me to the page and I can see who donated, but I can't read any of the comments. I think only you can. But
Yeah, I don't know how to make that work.
yeah. You know, Ratman, so that's kind of a good point. Why is there no bread in this game? Wait, are there any dishes that involve bread? I don't think there are.
I think you can. Might be. Like some.
I was just thinking of banana bread, but I was like, yeah, why? That would be a fun
Use like some.
food.
Use like some wheat and maybe sugar
Oh.
or something. I don't know.
Whatever. It's definitely dough on the pies. I guess that counts.
So typically when you shield surf on hard surfaces, it damages your shield. Surprisingly enough, we can do it here, and it's not actually going to damage our shield at all.
Because this here is considered sand. And sand and you would think is cold. Anakin. Sand. Why does it always have to be sand? Just look to the... Oh, there is bread. Okay, never mind. There is bread in this game.
We're going to grab this Gerudo shield that's on top of this pillar. And then we're going to float straight down here and grab the sand seal.
Yeah.
Take it for a ride. Apparently right into that Lizalfos camp.
And
This is a bad place to be. Sand seal was not... Okay. Having a really bad time right now. Bad time, bad time, bad time. Really bad time.
Are you dead? Oh, yep. Apparently I need to reload. There we go.
Sand seal went where he wanted, and that wasn't where he was supposed to go. Alright, we're going to run back over here. We're going to get the sand seal. We're going to throw a bomb at it and stun it so that he doesn't run away from us. And we're going to take him the other way this time. All right.
However, just remember when you go into through tight spaces, Link can still crash.
So we're going to make our way towards Gerudo Village. Is that what it's called? Gerudo Town? Whatever. Gerudo Place.
Yeah, I think it's called Gerudo Town.
Let's not go that way. Oh, great. Well.
Wait, what the?
Guess we're just... guess we're huffing it for a bit.
The sand seal just disappeared. It's just like, well, there isn't any sand, so I'll just phase through this rock.
This entire run is going so well. All right. Now that we've made it to Gerudo Town, we can't actually get into Gerudo Town yet, but we're going to activate this shrine so we can use it as a warp point later. We're going to come over here. We're going to talk to this guy, and he's like, I want to go inside, but I can't go inside because I'm not a girl. He's going to give us an idea about someone that we can go talk to at the bazaar that can make us look like a girl. So we're going to go over to the bazaar, and we're going to try to find somebody to make us look like a girl.
So, if you didn't lose your seal like he did, you most likely would have lost it right there because it likes to wander off.
Yeah. So we saved one of our Rivali's Gales as we were making our way over here. So we're going to use it in just a minute. We're going to listen to the camel scream at us. And then we're going to run straight over to this... straight over to this thing here, and we're going to gale it right up to the top. There's a very beautiful lady standing on top of it. She has a pretty deep voice, but we're going to talk to her, and she's going to be like, give me 600 rupees, and I'll make you look pretty. I'm like, okay. Now we look pretty. Yay. All right, now that we're a girl, we're going to warp back over to our shrine, and we're going to enter the Forbidden City. I see a Cora in the chat. A little ways back, but hello, Cora.
That's not a McCoy. Why is anything we don't understand in called a thing?
Cora's still here. Cora's learning how to do all dungeons live. Okay. No, we don't want to do that yet. We don't want to do that. We're just going to run straight up to Riju. Riju's personal guardian is going to be like, "You're a boy," and Riju's going to be like, "Well, wait a minute. He's a special boy. We're going to let him stay." It's like, "Oh, you're Link. I've heard stories about you." She's like, "I remember these stories about a Link 100 years ago. How could you possibly be the same Link?" And Link's like, "I've been asleep." So they're all like, do this dirty work for us. Go talk to Captain Teak. So we're going to go talk to Captain Teak. Captain Teak's going to be like, Captain Teak's like, "Yeah, go do the thing." So now we're going to go do the thing.
Really want to talk about a toxic guard. I find it kind of stupid that even when you were like, "Hey, I calm down your camel," you still have to wear all of that.
All right, so we're going to buy a sand seal this time because purchasing a sand seal gets us a faster one. We're going to make our way to the Yiga clan hideout. And get a bunch of bananas because Yiga like their bananas, and we like their bananas too.
Kind of wish that that Master Koga had dialogue for you saying, "You stole all of our bananas."
Right, you have at least 20 pieces of bananas in your pocket. And he's like, "I see that! You stole our bananas."
I also think it's kind of funny how this. Well, once you go inside of this place for the first time, the game's like, "You can't save here."
I'm going to run right into some boulders. Awesome. All right. Now that we have come to the end of our usage of our sand seal, we're going to run the rest of the way.
Roar is actually Donkey Kong.
That's funny.
Now I'm just picturing Donkey Kong in a Yinka outfit.
All right. No whistle sprinting in here because you'll alert the guards. That guy
They
was
will kick your ass.
That guy wasn't supposed to follow me in here. So we're going to snack 2 bananas there. We're going to come over here. We're going to shoot that so that that banana falls. And that guard's like, ooh, bananas. I'm going to go get it so that we can slip past him.
I was nearly about to ask, will that guy alert them? But he disappeared.
No, he's an outside guy. So we're going to run up this ladder. We're going to come over here. We're going to get this huge banana horde. We're going to open this chest. We're going to get a topaz out of it. Doodle-doo-doodle-doo.
Oh, banana.
Banana. Stop grabbing walls. All right, we're going to come over here. Oh, no! I used all my fire arrows. We're going to shoot that with a bomb arrow because it'll burn it. Take off our bomb arrows so that we don't use them again.
Yeah, don't forget to do that.
And I'm going to wait for this guard to walk by, and I probably could have gone like a long time ago, but I'm going to wait for him to walk by.
There are spots where you can see a banana over there on the left. You can shoot that down and just have it distract them, but that's waste time. But it's there.
Where is this guard at? Like, I see his torchlight. There he is. Oh, gosh. That's very bad. Awesome. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab these 2 treasure chests in here.
Dude, run!
And we're going to try our bestest to run away and fail at it.
That guy really looks like he missed.
I'm not doing a very good job of running through this game. I'm just not. It's okay, though. I'm showing you all the things of what not to do. All right. Starting over, we're going to grab these 2 bananas. We're going to float over here. We're going to shoot that banana down. We're going to come all the way over here, and we're going to take all of these bananas. We're going to open this treasure chest and get a topaz out of it. We're going to shoot a bomb arrow at this tapestry. Our guard's going to be like, what the heck just happened? And then he's
You almost fired it at him.
I know. I almost intentionally shot him. But he's going to be like, well, whatever. Oh, my God.
Oh. Guy behind you?
They're everywhere,
Oh,
man.
no. Oh.
Oh, hi. You're having a much better time than I did the last time I did an All Dungeons Run Live. I had to start on Varuda, and it was downhill from there. I didn't watch, I didn't have time to watch all of it. But I really wanted to. All right. 3rd time's a charm. We're going to come up here and grab these bananas. We're going to float past this guy. We're going to shoot this banana down. Maybe. So that we can sneak past this guy.
Careful, you're a little close to him.
Alright. Here's what we're going to do. Check this out. You're going to like this. We're going to shoot this tapestry first. Then we're going to come over here. We're going to pick up all of these bananas. We're going to open this treasure chest. We're going to get a topaz out of it. I'm going to reposition myself on my couch so that I can actually properly move the way that I want to. All right, there's our guard. He's going to start walking towards the left. And we are just going to float right over here into here, unbeknownst to anybody. We're going to open our 2 chests. We're going to get 300 rupees each out of them. We're going to come up here. We're going to squeeze through here. We're going to climb up this ladder. We are going to drop a banana right here. That's going to get that guy's attention. We're going to drop down and slip right past him. Then we're going to come in here. We're going to break these pots and get a couple arrows out of it. We're going to pull some chests out and get some nice gems out of them.
You can get that chest up there, but I think it just contains 1 banana.
I'm actually going to open this chest and get the 1 banana because I like having 20 total bananas. All right, we're going to come over here and we're going to get this duplex bow. I may not be able to carry it. Oh, I can carry it. Awesome. Excellent. Because I wanted to keep my boko bow for... hello? Can we... There we go. I wanted to keep the boko bow for divine gecko reasons. Leave no banana behind. We left a few bananas. We got to keep the Yiga occupied with the bananas, so... They'll eat the rest of them, trust me.
Next. Always curious if Nintendo will actually model a face underneath that mask. Master Koga is just one of the best characters in this game besides Yunobo. His personality is just great.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
Hey, Master Koga, you should probably think of using that anti-gravity trick you have there when you're falling down this hole. You actually need to start going in his underground. Which one, Stalnox? There's plenty of places where Yuga have built a base. I mean the Yuga clan hideout is even still in Tears of the Kingdom, but it's mostly abandoned.
Oh, do you? I felt it was appropriate.
I'm actually wearing the This Is Flying Link shirt right now. That I swear it came in from Etsy, and I put it somewhere, put the package somewhere that I couldn't remember where I put it, and I was cleaning, and I found it. I'm like, oh, here it is. I should open this. I swear, when I saw you wearing this shirt, Blake, I'm just like, I'm getting that shirt.
Which one?
The one, This Is Fine Link.
Oh, yeah. One of Lulu's shirts, I think.
I love this shirt. It's so great.
Alright, so now that we have a bunch of extra monies, I don't think I really need those arrows, but we're going to grab some shock arrows. Oh, and while we're right here, we need to go around and actually be able to sell all of these things to her.
Do you need fire arrows or now?
No.
Or you?
No, I'm good. Okay. So now we have that. We're going to pull out an arrow. We're going to light it on fire, and we're going to light that pot. We're going to cook 4 bananas at a time. And that's going to give us a triple attack food for each one.
Those will be for later. And by later, I mean Thunderblight.
Along with the other blights, too.
Oh yeah, Stalnox, the rare Team Blake shirt.
Alright, now we're going to climb up the wall and sneak into Riju's bedroom.
Because she went up there. If you just go up to the throne room, her guard will be like, she's waiting for you up there.
She went to bed. Yeah.
Did you ever get a Sand Seal plush?
No.
I wonder if they're even still being sold.
There might be. That'd be cool. They had like different colored ones. They're really
Not
cool.
Sand Seal.
You know, I bet if we plan it out ahead of time and get it worked out ahead of time, we could probably have Piece of Heart shirts for next year.
There is apparently somebody selling them on Amazon.
We could probably get Heather to do up some designs for us.
They are being.
What?
What'd you say?
Piece of Heart shirts.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
So I'm seeing Sand Seal plushes being sold on Amazon for $9. force. What's the size of this? 7. Okay. 7.1 times 7 times 9.84 inches. I have no idea why they have to put it that way. I like this. Important information. Safety information. No. What's in the box? Plush toy.
Wonderful.
Very helpful.
Sounds legit.
Yeah.
Order me 10.
Legit. I'm actually curious about that.
All right, so I specifically pulled out the duplex bow and the bomb arrows because Riju's going to give us some more bomb arrows and we're going to need to use them. But I specifically pulled out the duplex bow because it'll shoot 2 for the cost of 1, and it will actually hit twice. So with some well-aimed shots, we should be able to take out the camel's feet pretty quick.
Yes, there are in fact, well, it's not really a piece of heart, it's more so a heart container. It's also being sold on Amazon for $34.99, and it is 14.5 inches by 17.25 inches. And well, for me, it's because Prime. I can get it by tomorrow, or if I order it now. It's based off, and this heart container is based off of Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. There apparently is also, from these available options, there's a Korok rock, which is it's a spade. It's an upside down heart. Is that heart face? Is that what this is?
Maybe.
But there's also an Octorok. It looks like the one from Minish Cap. And there's the it just says Zelda shield, but it's the Hylian shield.
All right. So as we're approaching the Divine Beast here, we want to go in the general direction of where the indicator is, but we want to go a little bit to the left of it because the camel is going to walk in front of us. Hopefully Riju catches up to me in the next 2 seconds. Nope, I'm dead. This is the great run. This is an amazing run. I'm telling you guys, it's flawless. Who dat?
Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Now that Zoda's here, I'm going to have an actual good run.
Yeah.
My good luck charm is returned. All right, so we're going to try this again. Oh my gosh. We are way back here. Lasak.
I kind of have to disagree with their with that Korra, because in Tears of the Kingdom, I think everybody their first time trying to defend Gerudo Town did not have to do it again. But I will say, at least she's, I don't know, better personality or something. I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
All right. We're going to go through this silly cutscene again because we have to. This marathon is not brought to you by Milo Sweet Tea, although it really should be. If anybody out there wants to sponsor us, we'll take it. I will take all of the free sweet tea. Thank you very much.
My brain also went into, I don't know why, this picture, this marathon is brought to you by Raid Shadow.
All right. We're going to try this again. As I said, we're going to try to... I'm going to do 2 dashes. And around then we should come up to the pillar. Let's do a 3rd dash, because fun times. So right about the 3rd dash, we're going to start seeing the pillars come up. As soon as the Divine Beast finds us, sees us, and starts charging up its shot, we're going to stop, and Riju should come up behind us and protect us. Thank you very much, Riju. You did the good thing. Now we're going to wait for it to shoot, and then we're going to hurry up and get forward and make sure that we have the correct stuff that we need lined up and ready to go. 4 very well placed shots. Not good, not good, not good. Not! Riju! Jeebus! Alright. I missed 1 shot. We're okay. We've got this. We've got it. Yeah.
It actually looked like you got it.
Yeah. I think I shot it once. I hit it with one of the bombs and not the other one. It's okay, though.
So just for the fun of it, I'm rolling up my Tears of the Kingdom just to see where I even been left
See,
off.
if Zelda wasn't here, I would have died again. I would have failed it.
I haven't played this since July of last year.
Okay. I'm going to show you guys one way to quickly get through the Divine Camel.
You sure do know.
And I'm going to hope that I don't fail it miserably.
One thing.
And I'm going to try to explain it as I'm doing it. Cora? You better be watching. Take notes. And if you don't take notes, I'll probably write them down for you later.
Head over.
All right. We're going to run up into our main room here. We're going to run straight to our guidance stone. Activate that. I'm going to eat a hearty food just in case. Just in case bad things happen, because that tends to happen.
Oh, it's a duck. That's a cute.
The terminals that take your right.
All right. We are going to move the rear drum twice and run over here. By the time we get over here, it should be open for us. We're going to move it 3 times, and after it moves a little bit, we're going to move it the 4th time so that it makes a complete circle. While we're in here, we're going to activate this terminal.
There are 4.
back out here. We're going to use Rivali's Gale right here to get up to here. And we're going to use Rivali's Gale one more time to get up to here. We're not going to go in the top. We're going to go down in the middle here, and we're going to go through the second door from the top. We're going to shoot this. We're going to shoot that eye and this eye down here. We're going to activate this terminal over here.
There are 3.
We're going to drop down here. We're going to use bullet time to shoot a shock arrow at that door, or that switch, to activate it. We're going to use Rivali's Gale to get over this gate. Since we're on the other side of the gate's going to open. We're going to activate this terminal. Gate's going to close when we get out of here. But that's okay. Took the Guardian with it. That's great. Now we're going to go straight outside here. We're going to push this all the way one direction until the little orb comes back up, which is going to be this side. Now we're going to turn the middle twice, and then we're going to push this the other direction. By the time that this orb comes back up to the top, the center section should have the power line up. And I think I messed that up a little bit. Yeah, I did. I messed it up because I accidentally pushed it too far. And that messed up the whole timing of everything, so that's okay. Whatever. Net comes up, we're going to ride the elevator up to the top. We're going to activate this terminal. And if I did everything without messing it up, we're supposed to drop down to here, and the opening should be coming up right now, but it ended up working out that way anyway. So we're going to float over to this last terminal.
Well done. Take a good but overcome.
And we're going to rotate the center section twice so that it goes back down, so that we can go over and activate the main terminal. Before we do that, we're going to make sure that we have our Great Eagle Bow and some bomb arrows ready to go. And we're going to eat an attack food. Okay, here goes. Here's how to do Thunderblight.
This thing is fast.
We're going to hope that
Watch
Thunderblight tries to come attack us. If he shoots lightning at you, just get out of the way.
Good timing.
We're going to do a flurry rush on him. Then we're going to hopefully shoot him in the face with a few bomb arrows. It works a lot better if he falls down to the bottom from that flurry rush, but he didn't do that this time. That's okay, though. Second phase, we're going to run back up. We're going to magnesis one of those pillars and try to shock him with it. Took too long. That's okay. We'll just do it again. Take one of these that dropped near the last. See where he goes. Shoot him with some more bomb arrows, and that's how you do Thunderblight. I think that's about the only thing that went proper this entire run.
I'm think that's for the best.
Surprisingly enough, one of the most difficult parts of the game, being the battle with Thunderblight Ganon, went super smooth. It's all because Zoda's here. All right. I'm actually gonna run in here and I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab the Scimitar of the Seven because I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna utilize it. Oh, look at that! Zoda wasn't actually here, and I had a really good Thunderblight battle. Thanks for not letting me know that you were gone, or maybe I forgot.
I let you know.
I forgot. I forgot.
And I was only gone for like a minute.
That's why it worked out so well. All right. So like I said, we're gonna grab these items. Normally I wouldn't grab these, but I'm gonna actually use them since I broke my sledgehammer already. I'm at least gonna utilize the Scimitar of the Seven. So we're gonna warp over to the Moakit Shrine, which is over by Death Mountain. It's over by Foothill Stable. We're not going to Death Mountain yet. We're gonna go over to Zora's Domain first. Yes. Yeah. Zoda was there in spirit because I didn't realize that he was gone.
I totally forgot that in my Tears of the Kingdom file I have the Unbreakable Masters or
Cheater. Alright, fortunately it's daytime, so I don't have a bunch of random style moblins trying to show up. So we're gonna do another rocket launch on this tree here. And we're gonna use it to get ourselves across this gorge.
Okay, I apparently died in Gerudo Town and I don't remember how.
Gotta make sure that we choose a proper bow and arrow before we shoot this tree. That was an excellent launch. And we're going to use this tree. It's got a couple of... usually it's got some silent shrooms next to it, but... We're going to use this tree. We're going to line it up so that it's right in line with where that cliff shoots up very vertically. So we're going to line it up like that-ish. Kind of like that.
Oh, I remember now how I died. I just got done dealing with Raidu's spirit, so that's how I died through the town, because that's apparently where Riju was.
With this tree, it's very important that you duck before you shoot your arrow. That way you get enough of an angle to shoot it straight up enough so that you can launch yourself up to the top of this cliff. Which way do I want to go? I think I want to go... Do I want to go this way? No, I want to go this way. So now we enter Zora's domain through the side door. Super secret side door. And now we sit here and mash buttons through this 4-minute unskippable conversation. And we get to meet grumpy old Muzu.
He's like you were supposed to marry my daughter. In this chest. Oh, 10 arrows. All these pots. Get on the ladder. Just get on the ladder, thank you. Link, stop being Ocarina of Time. I'm Link and actually climb the ladder properly. Oh look, now I gotta climb the wall. So bad, I haven't played this in so long.
Alright, so now that we're done listening to King Dorfin talk, we're going to put on our newly acquired Zora armor that Muzu's all grumpy about us having. We're going to run down here to the Mifa statue and we're going to talk to them. And Sidon's going to be like, look, man, he's wearing the armor. It was made for him. He's the guy. And Muzu's going to be like, okay, whatever. So the statue of Mifa is going to trigger another one of our memories. But we're going to skip it because we're on a tight schedule here. Since we bought since we bought a bunch of shock arrows while we were in Gerudo Town, we actually don't need to go up to Plamus Mountain to snag some shock arrows. There's actually dialogue in here that says that. It's like, oh, you already have 20 shock arrows. I guess you don't actually need to go up there. So once we're done listening to these guys talk, we just make our way up to the, I think it's called the East Reservoir Lake, whatever. We just meet Sidon up there, and we go straight to Varuda.
He also comments if you're actually wearing the Zora armor, or rather not wearing the Zora armor.
That's good to know.
So be sure you are wearing it before you talk to him. Or he'll be like, huh? You're not wearing the Zora armor.
You're not ready for this. You actually need it because you have to go up the waterfalls to be able to shoot the targets. All right. You already have them. I guess you don't need to go there. Here, meet me at the East Reservoir Lake. I'll do that.
If you need one extra, there's the one that the Zora's tapping his hand on.
Yeah, so we're going to come over here. We're going to jump off this ledge right into the water and swim up this waterfall. And land on this bridge.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
And whistle, sprint, trot our way over here. And we're going to use one of these trees over here. Which one? This big one right here. We're going to use this tree to make one attempt at rocket launching up to where Sidon is at. This looks like it might work. It actually worked. The reason I say that we do one attempt at that is because if you fail it, it's just faster just to climb all the or just to walk all the way up here. Okay, I'm hearing. I think I know why I'm not seeing them.
What? Why?
Let's move that up there. And let's see if
This
that
one.
let's see if that works. Next time we get an alert, hopefully it pops up. I think we did. It sounded like we did.
I can see Ratmus just went up a bit so I can now see it. But the piece of heart thing is once again blocking the bottom one.
Yeah, I'm about to adjust all of this stuff. Move these down a bit. See if that helps.
Yeah, that's better. Now we can see.
Oops, get back on him. All right, fighting a divine beast. We're gonna use Cryonis to break these blocks.
Here you go.
Yes. Don't let them hit you in the face.
That's it.
Sidon, you failed me.
I'll,
Are you all right?
I'll definitely.
When we get rid of that house,
He was too busy posing for the camera.
All right, so we took out 2. We want to specifically be on this side that still has the targets
any shot?
before we take out the other Cryonis spiky balls that are coming towards us. And now we can take out the other 2.
I did not see that there was a hole in front of me and I fell down and took damage. Damn it. Well, back up the ladder. Wait, what are you? At the wall. No, actually don't. Okay, this time I'm gonna know that there's a hole there. Nice. There's anything over there.
All right. How to complete Varuda fairly quickly. Once again, it's all about the timing.
As we like to call it around here, Divine Elephant.
Oliphant.
I must say now.
Oh, gee, oh, there is something there.
You'll need him.
Just.
The guidance.
Okay. We're going to come up here. We don't necessarily have to take out that Guardian Scout, but it does make it easier if we do. We're going to turn the crank. Till the chime chimes. Hello? Can you maybe get on top of it? No? activate that terminal. We're going to come over to here. We're going to take out that Malice Eye. Raise the gate. And activate the Guidance Stone. Master using it, and you can have this. I heard the thing, but I don't
Good.
see the alert.
You've obtained the map. You will see Sep take
That's
with
silly.
you. Be careful.
It's supposed to be it at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
That's what you had.
Alright. Create a Cryonis block, stand on top of it, use Rivali's Gale.
I
Come
was
over.
seeing if it was gonna work.
Come over to here, use Rivali's Gale again. Get up here. We actually want to move this up to here, up to the second from the top. And I did that a little bit late, but that's okay. Wait till it gets near the top. Use another Rivali's Gale to get on top of it and hit the terminal.
There are 3
Now we're going to move this down to 5. We're going to drop down into this hole that's on top of Ruta's head. Hit this Malice Eye here. Turn the crank to let some water in. You don't have to turn it very far. Douse the fire. Activate the terminal.
Thank you, Hannah, for the 25.
Yay, money.
So
There are 2
this is just a question. Do you actually have the donation thing visible?
It should be visible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
It's
gonna
funny because I
run this
totally
back the other
remember
way.
totally remember you actually doing this, and it worked fine.
All right.
Yeah, I was in the same room as him, and it
Yeah,
was
like
working.
it was all working
and
fine, so I don't know why it's not showing right now. That's okay.
Hopefully-
I'll look at it. I'll look at it when I'm done. When I'm done busting up Breath of the Wild.
Hopefully it works for the rest of us.
All right.
I know.
Activate said terminal.
just one.
And with the proper timing, we should be able to come down here, create a Cryonos block in here, stop this just in time to be able to get to the next terminal.
You activate. There should be and be careful.
Come over here, take out that Cryonos block, create a Cryonos block right here, and hop over this wall. We're gonna eat an attack food. We're gonna make sure that we've got proper bow and stuff to use.
Careful. That spear has a long reach.
Careful. Spear has long reach.
Careful. Not much room to operate. Attack.
Where'd he go? Oh, he disappeared on me. That's rude. And that's how you take out Water Blight. I had to improvise a little bit, but it worked.
Excuse you, Poker Skeleton. I'm looking around. Hit the head, thank you.
Hey, that alert worked. Hello, unknown header.
Okay. Hopefully it works. The donation one works for everyone else, but we'll see. It's only the first day.
Alright, now that we have Mifa's Grace, we're going to go back to the Moakit Shrine. And we're going to actually go up to Death Mountain this time. Fun times.
These oh, I see a keys over there. An electric keys. This suspiciously. Oh, hey.
We're going to talk to someone. Where's she at? There she is. We're going to talk to Gale. Gale is going to sell us a fireproof potion. We only need one. And then we're going to talk to our stable master. We're going to grab charcoal.
Yes, go grab him from all the way over there.
Ooh, oi!
But your horse isn't magic with a magic teleporter.
By venting.
Stables have the ancient teleporter devices. They just don't tell us that they do.
Oh God! Oh no! Bump.
Okay. Let's put that back to that, and then put a shield back on so that we can actually do infinite horse stamina. That's another thing about infinite horse stamina that I don't think that I mentioned. You actually have to have a shield and a bow active to make it work.
Don't pick up the rock. Pick up the kids over there.
All right. While I wait for wait another minute for Rivali's Gale to recharge, I'll be right back.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
All right, now that Rivali's Gale is now active again, we're going to use it. And jump a good way up this cliff. And use a combination of whistle sprints and climbing to get the rest of the way up here. Which this was an excellent position because I didn't have to use any of my Endura food. All right, now that we're up here, we're going to get into our superheated area. So we're going to drink our 1 fireproof potion. Something's on fire. Oh, it's my bow. I need my bow to not be on fire.
I was about to make a joke that you're on fire.
No, it wasn't me this time. That has happened, though. Okay, we're going to run ourselves across Death Mountain in this superheated area. And we're trying to go kind of in a specific general direction. And we're using some of the landmarks to kind of keep us on the correct general path. And it's been a while since I've done this, so it's kind of hard for me to really explain exactly what I'm looking for to know where to go. If we come up near these embers, you see these embers up here, we know that we're in the right general area. Because it kind of looks like it's a shrine, but it's not actually the shrine. But the shrine is just on the other side of the wall here. And that's what we're looking for. So we got the Dakako shrine here. We activate that. We'll use that as a warp point later. And then we come in this general direction to go towards Goron City. And we've got enough stamina that we can float all the way across all of this lava. But the mountain might start spitting at us as we get closer to Goron City.
Watch out for flaming cabbages.
Yeah, watch out for flaming cabbages. So we're going to Rivali's Gale up here and make our way over to this shrine and activate this one. Now we're in Goron City. Almost. And our Divine Beast should yell at us at some point. Like right there. It might also yell at you while you're down at the bottom before you Rivali's Gale up to here. We want to use the 3rd charge of Rivali's Gale somewhat soon, because we want to be able to have all 3 of them charged by the time we get into Rudania. So we're going to float over to Bluto. Bluto is the town elder. His back hurts. He's got a bad back because he's old. I've got a bad back because I'm old. So So he's all like, where's that blasted Yonobo? So we're going to go find Yonobo, but before we go, we're going to go find the clothing shop, which is over here. And we're going to buy ourselves some stylish pants. And then we're going to warp ourselves back up to the shrine that we just activated. It may or may not be faster to just run up here rather than wait for the loading screen to show up, but I feel like it's pretty close. It's just easier to warp. The reason that we bought the pants is because some of the areas that we're going to be in are superheated. So we need a tier 2 heat protection. So the pants coupled with the fireproof elixir will give us that tier 2 protection. So we're in the abandoned North Mine, which is doubly heated. And we're going to make our way over to the top where Yonobo is. Again, we only have that one fireproof potion, so we're kind of on a tight schedule here. So I've only got a little over 2 minutes left on that. But we're going to use these updrafts. This one here shoots you up really high. Try to avoid the Lizalfos that are shooting fire arrows at you. And we're going to try to find a spot that I can actually stand. And maybe use a Revali scale, but maybe not. Nope, I'm going to slide off that one. That's okay. Alright, I goofed. I goofed. Sploosh. Let's try this again. Normally the game wants you to use the cannons to blow up some of those rocks to create more updrafts, but nope, not gonna do it. Alright, we're gonna have to use some enduring food because I keep failing. Where can I donate?
There's a donate below the stream.
You can also do !donate in the chat, and our lovely bot will give you a link. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Alright, so we found Yonobo. We need to talk to him again.
With a cannon, yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you did, Link.
Alright, I am going to run back in here and grab a couple things that I don't necessarily need. I'm going to grab this cobble crusher and hopefully some ice arrows and not 50 rupees. I got ice arrows. Nice. All right, we're gonna warp back to the Shemoa Shrine. Okay, for whatever reason, the alert for donations is still not showing. So that might be...
The Tiltify one should at least work.
Yeah. It's making the noise, but it's not giving the visual. I'll look into that some more after this, after Breath of the Wild. All right, so we come back into Gerudo Town. We got to talk to Bluto again. We're like, we found Yunobo. He's like, here, have some more fireproof elixirs. Yay, that's going to help us get on top of Death Mountain.
In any case, thanks for the donation.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thanks for the $25 donation.
Yeah, it does show the most recent ones on the Tiltify overlay, but it's just not showing up in the alerts.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this chicken into the kingdom. Bart he's like right next to the cannon, and if you accidentally fire it, her boss is like, "You're not allowed to fire the cannon." Now she can fire the cannon again.
Okay, so now we need to go to Elden Bridge. That's why we activated this shrine over here on our way over, so we're just going to work back to it now. And Yunobo's got himself into a predicament. Because that just sounds like something Yunobo would do. And since we need to use a Rivali's Gale, we're going to use it right here. Since Yunobo got himself into a predicament, we're going to come over here and we're going to get these two moblins to notice us, and we're going to use 3 Urbosa's Furies to take them out nice and quickly.
I actually found something that I didn't even know I could fuse with tearing Gerudo down. So I fused a spear with a desk. Desk spear. That's funny. Oh, I can put away this. Take off this fan on this shield. Won't need it.
It is hot here. Use fireproof elixir. Oh, where am I even going? Oh my gosh. Better get over here faster, Yunobo, before you get caught. Oh man, that was quick. Okay, so we need to come up here. We need to push this boulder down here to knock out that guy. And then we need to knock this boulder out of the way so that Yunobo can get through. Now we can run up and shoot our first cannon. Let's see how many times we can get Yunobo to say, "Eat this."
Be right back.
Yunobo did not say, "Eat this."
Hippity-hoop, hippity-hoop.
Oh well. We have 2 more tries. Alright, come up here. We're going to take these blocks and we're going to bust up these sentries with them. Normally we'd be using that steel plate to just set up here and block the sensor from this one, but we're going to actually take this one out with this block. And we're going to keep using our special block. We're going to carry it all the way up here. There's a moblin hanging out up here. And we're going to drop it on his head as soon as he walks under it. Oh, he sees what we're going to do. He's like, oh, Ha. I got you. Alright, now we got to go get Yunobo. Because he's all the way back here, and I did a little bit of whistle sprinting to get up that cliff. So he stopped dead in his tracks. And we've got to go tell him that it's okay to go again. No, go. Go. Yeah, come on, let's roll. Well, he did not say eat this again. We've got one more attempt. Maybe we'll get lucky. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Now that Zoda's back, maybe Yunobo will actually say eat this on the 3rd attempt. Yeah. Alright, heading up to the third section. We're going to throw a bomb at that and blow it up. We're going to throw the bomb at it again. Let it rise up and attempt to blow up some stuff. This ends up going too slow. I usually end up climbing up the cliff and oh, I'm throwing the bomb too far. That's what's going on.
Rivali's gale is now ready.
I usually just climb up the cliff and use one of the metal blocks and take it out. Seems to be a lot more accurate doing it that way. I'm gonna do that. Alright, came all the way up here. We're going to grab one of these. Use this to take out these guys. Well, there goes that. This is not working out the way that I want it to. Really? There. Took a while, but it worked. All right. Now that we're back up at the top. we're going to take this big metal block and we're going to drop it on... We're going to drop it on a moblin. Okay, we didn't drop it on a moblin. We're going to lose it. We're going to drop it on a moblin. Then we're going to pick it up and drop it on the other moblin. Now we're going to get Yunobo. And we did not get a single eat this. Bad Yunobo.
Hey, little, you're here to... You're gonna need... You can grab...
All right. Rudani is fun because we get to do some things in the dark first. We're going to light our arrow on fire and burn down the wood on this door. And go activate our first guidance stone.
There are 4...
Then we're going to light a torch, which is right about there. Then we're going to try to shoot an arrow at another torch.
Urbosa's fury is ready.
That is somewhere. Activate our guidance stone, and then we're going to have a lot of fun.
The terminals to take back. You got this.
Alright, we're gonna select our Bokobo that we've had with us the entire time. And we're gonna shoot a fiery blue arrow up there so that it drops down on that torch. And we're gonna shoot that eye. I said shoot that eye. I said shoot that eye. And then we're gonna rotate our Divine Beast. That is a cool shot, and I'm like really happy that I got it on the first try. Activate that terminal, run over here. We're gonna grab our Falcon Bow so that we can shoot that eye over there. And we're gonna lift this up so that our orb falls out. And we're gonna drop down here. And activate that terminal.
There are two.
Alright, need to rotate back this way. Oh, I wasn't supposed to drop down there yet, was I? Hey, let's go back this way. I need to be up there. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this door. Alright. So, after I dropped the orb down there, I was supposed to come over here and get through this door. Normally, you're supposed to shoot an arrow through there to light that torch, but we can just crawl through it. So we rotate down. Look at that. I could have used a fire arrow. Can I light an arrow on fire from this? I should be able to. Grab a metal block. Use it to block the flames. Come over and activate this terminal.
I almost smacked you in the face.
Almost, but it didn't. Alright. We're going to rotate back. We're going to go back through the door like we did last time. It's got to be... The eye's got to be vertical like that to be able to crawl through it. Alright, so we line ourselves up, we walk past this Malice Pool. We're going to Revali's Gale way up here. Light ourselves on fire while we're doing it. And we're going to use our last fireproof potion because we're outside. Activate this last terminal.
Nice. There should be a new stay.
And drop down and hit our main terminal.
Watch out for that sword.
Alright, so I'm constantly changing my bow because I don't want my Great Eagle bow to take additional damage from being on fire. So I'm resetting the time on that each time that I take a shot. The super optimal strategy is very dangerous because you would want to activate your attack food, but that leaves you susceptible to the heat. What am I looking for? Worked out pretty well. Oh, I actually had the idea to... I was going to use the Scimitar of the Seven to do some attacks on it after I knocked it down, but then I just completely forgot to do it. That's the whole reason I went and got it. That's okay, though. We took it down. All right, we have successfully completed all of our dungeons. So now we're going to go bust up a Calamity Ganon and finish this game far later than our estimate.
We will all be awaiting
But that's okay.
the clash with Ganon at Hyrule Castle.
We're going to work back over to the Chattahoochee Shrine. And we're going to use our hasty potion because we've got a bit of running to do. We're going to hop down here. We're going to pick up some bomb arrows because they're going to help us.
Alright, I think I'm gonna get out of the voice
All right.
so I can charge. So, but I'll still be in the chat and be watching.
All right. Squeeze in here, pick up a few more bomb arrows. The Yeagers are not happy with me that I stole all of their bananas. I want their bananas back, but they don't realize that I've already cooked them all. Sorry, bros. Float, please. Thanks. Alright. Now that we are in the Hyrule Castle area, I'll run over to this waterfall. Use our Zora armor to swim up it. And up the next one. It's going to land us right next to the first gatehouse. Careful, there's a Lionel in there. You don't want to get beat up by Lionels. It's a blue Lionel. You don't want to get beat up by a blue Lionel. So we're going to come over to this waterfall right here. Go up that. Come over to this next waterfall right here. And go up that. Grab onto this wall. Climb up. And look at that. We're right by the sanctum. Alright. Come in here, we get ourselves prepared with some kind of a decent weapon. Eat and attack food. Walk on in and skip a few cutscenes. I guess I didn't need to select all that good of a melee weapon because I'm going to pick something else up anyway. Alright, so we're going to head straight back. We're going to pick up some arrows. Grab a shield if you want to. Some bomb arrows. And we're going to grab this Royal Claymore that's over here. That is our weapon of choice. Now that we're in here, all we got to do is just unload a whole bunch of bomb arrows into Ganon's face. You can just simply run away from the beams if you want to. Phase 1 complete. For Phase 2, we're going to do a stun lock on him, but the first thing we need to do is get him stunned. You can do some flurry rushes. It works okay, but the best thing we want a beam. So really? So we can literally use Daruk's protection to automatically reflect the beam back to him. So what we want to do, we can use any two-handed weapon that we want. We want to do a spin attack, and right when that spear there jumps into the ground, you want to just let go and end the spin attack, and that's going to end up stun locking him. So that you can just keep doing that over and over and over again. That actually ended quickly because I did a handful of damage to him with Fury Rushes first. It also doesn't take very long because I'm using a Royal Claymore. I have Tier 3 attack. All the Divine Beasts were completed, so he's got half the health anyway. It's a lot cooler if you do like a best ending run where you get all of the picture memories, but none of the Divine Beasts. So you have to fight Calamity Ganon when he's got full health. You get a much more fun battle because you get a full, you get the full boss rush and everything.
May you be victorious. Now's your chance.
hell did it?
Shoot a glowing area. It's working.
Oh, hello, Foot.
Hit the glowing area. We're so close. Link, look up there. You can do it, Link.
And that's time. That is Bug Limit All Dungeons in a very large nutshell. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I did do a bit of a gauntlet today. It's more fun if you do all the gauntlet right at the end. But also, if you're talking about doing the Link to the Past online for a few hours and then doing this for a few hours, it's a bit of a gauntlet. Wait till next Saturday. I've got a very full day next Saturday.
Destroy Ganon complete. Except spoilers, it's not.
I've been keeping watch over you all this time. I've witnessed your struggles to return to us, as well as your trials in battle. I always thought, no, I always believed that you would find a way to defeat Ganon. I never lost faith in you over these many years.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, Link. The hero of Hyrule. May I ask, do you really remember me?
No, Zelda, I don't remember you because we didn't run that category. All right. We don't need to sit through. We don't need to sit through all of the Breath of the Wild credits because it takes a long time. So, if you are ready to take over, I will let you take over.
Alrighty. So do I just start up my stream once
Yep.
once yours cuts out?
Yep.
Alrighty.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching this. Majora's Mask is up next, and I might be hanging around the chats for a little while tonight. So yeah, so stick around. Majora's Mask, fun times.
I'm gonna do some IRL stuff, so I'll be back later.
Okay.